Welcome to Married to Movies. John Russell and Tracy Kring have spent over 20 years in cinematrimony, making films and navigating marriage. They produce, write, and critique films, all while happily sharing life and business.
Good morning, babe.
Good morning, babe. I like your sweater.
I don't.
I know.
Fucking hate it.
It's beautiful, though.
It's not what clothes are supposed to be.
I understand.
It's going right back to Amazon. I'm only wearing it right now because your shirt's really cool. It's got like lips and cherries and
lips
stuff.
Lips and cherries and kind of sexy and,
It's really cute.
Thank
Love
you.
it. I got this to match you, but it like doesn't move. It's not stretchy at all. It's a sweater that doesn't have any stretch to it. And also like at the seams, I don't know if you can see this, but
do you remember Billy
got,
Crystal?
Like, white.
Do you remember Billy Crystal?
Why is it white?
On Saturday Night Live, he said, "It's better to look good than to feel good."
No, I don't like that guy.
Do you subscribe to that idea?
Fuck no. If it doesn't feel good, I don't know who the hell you're trying to impress. It matters how it makes me feel.
I understand.
Don't buy stupid ass sweaters on Amazon.
Okay.
And why do you need a sweater with this much neck exposed? You're wearing a sweater. It's a fucking winter. Don't expose this much neck. What am I supposed to now? Got to wear a scarf.
We're at war. We started a war between shows.
I feel like it was kind of like finding out you had an STD.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had an STD?
No, I haven't.
Me neither.
But I don't think I would have told you if I did.
Well, it's too late. It's too late now.
But here's the crazy shit, okay? I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit, and this is like a distraction from, everything and the midterms and the Epstein files and all that. Generals have been telling soldiers that this is going to be used to bring about Armageddon. That this is the fabled war that will bring about the return of Jesus Christ. Hallelujah.
I have a lot of different issues here.
Okay.
You think you're so fucking important that you can do that.
There's such privilege in that idea, isn't it?
Well, and also
the idea of a chosen
only
people, the idea of a rapture, that you would only be raptured. Yes.
But also that what you think, that what you believe is what's actually happening.
Right.
When
that's the only thing that's happening.
Everyone in the world agrees with that.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I have had and have Jewish friends who will ask me as a Christian, they're like, okay, what is this like book in the Bible where it's like the world ending? What is that? And I'm like, it's the book of Revelation. It was like, what is that?
I have determined that the book of Revelations is basically like religious H.P. Lovecraft.
Have you tried?
It's got monsters in it. It's got crazy dragons and witches and whores of Babylon and magic
horses
and angels and blood. And
have you tried?
Oh, God. Stupid.
When I get asked, could you explain to me? No, I can't.
Sometimes
I
I'm
can't.
so embarrassed by my own beliefs.
Look, it's like if you said, can you explain to me Harry Potter? Am I going to explain to you the entire arc of all of the fucking millions of Harry Potter? No, I can't.
All of your major crazy killers get way into it.
Yeah.
Charles Manson.
Koresh.
Totally
was
into
Koresh into
David
it?
Koresh. Majorly into Revelation.
Yeah.
Jim Jones. Huge into Revelations.
Are they crazy and they find this as a confirmation for their beliefs? Or did they read it and it made them crazy?
I'm thinking, though, there had to be some Neanderthal in a cave. And he was all by himself because the other Neanderthals were like, that bitch be nuts. Okay? Stay away from that guy. And there was no book of Revelations at that point. So I believe mental illness is built into our species on some level.
Dogma is a problem. Like the inflexibility that comes from religious thought. Religious thought, in and of itself, is a repetitive truth. If you're stuck in that, what happens if what you believed was true isn't true anymore?
You remember that guy in Berkeley in that documentary?
Yeah, we were shooting a documentary and we were interviewing someone at UC Berkeley, and very intelligent professor there. Just off camera, we were asking like about the whole, Middle East situation and Israel, Palestine, all of this stuff. He said, yeah, I couldn't explain to you why this is, but many religious white men in power want to hasten Armageddon.
So crazy. It's just, they just want to escape. They want to escape being good people.
Well, and
it's like, maybe there's a chance I won't have to be a good person if I bring about the end of the world.
Often the people who are the most judgmental are like taking it out on other people, the things they feel about themselves. Right. When you're wanting to see other people suffer and die and you to rise and win, like I feel like it's really self-hatred, insecurity, fear of your own that you can't just live and let live. It's
also an excuse, though. It's an excuse to do the thing that you wanted to do anyway.
They wouldn't survive. Like, they have been awful people.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, maybe they would. I don't know. I don't know who gets to live and who doesn't, and I don't really care.
In Jewish circles, people saying maybe Trump is the Messiah. If he's your Messiah, boy, I feel bad for you. You got the cherry sweater, folks.
Yeah. We're all on this little fucking blue marble. We're all on this marble. We are all the marble. We are all the earth. There's no separation of us.
Once you are a kind of person who believes that other people should live a certain way, and you are trying to influence those people, the Elon Musks, the Peter Thiels, the Donald Trumps, the Benjamin Netanyahus, the Vladimir Putins, and you're trying to control.
Oh, that's just of the moment.
It's of the moment. Look, but really what you're doing is just stealing their money. They dress it up with morality, and it's about money.
We invented money.
Yeah.
Money doesn't grow out of the ground. Money doesn't grow on trees. Money is not innate to this planet. It's not a natural substance. It is completely and utterly man thought.
Yeah.
It is a thought that we agree with.
That's what Jeremy Irons says in Margin Call. He says bits of paper that we made up so people don't kill each other for something to eat.
Well, they kill each other for something to eat, though.
They kill each other anyway.
Okay, this is the end of the world, right? Everything is lining up to be the end of the world, whatever that is, and whatever tick marks we have to go through.
Right.
You're telling me at other moments in history, you wouldn't have been fucking convinced it was the end of the world?
Well, there's
I'm sorry. If Hitler is alive,
that's right,
and Auschwitz exists,
I'm sure they thought that he was the Antichrist, or the bubonic plague, or the Spanish flu.
You don't think I would think, oh my God, this must be the end of the world?
I mean,
we have no control over that.
Yeah, that's
one day we will hurtle too close to the sun and burn alive. One day an asteroid will come and hit this planet. Until then, we're fucking here. And there's no getting out of here.
And just love each other, man. Just love each other. We watched Hamnet last night. We just stumbled across it.
Yeah, nobody tells you these things anymore.
I'm just like, oh, what are the new movies that were out on Peacock? And I'm like going through. And the last one is Hamnet. I'm like, this is the movie that everybody is talking about. And you didn't even let people know.
No fanfare.
That it was coming on?
Back in the day.
Okay.
You're at the video store. Okay. The thing
Critics' picks?
Well, no. You had empty boxes saying coming soon.
That's true. You did.
Okay. So like you're in there and you're like, la, la, la. You could go ahead and read the box.
Yeah.
You could be like, ooh, definitely. As soon as this one comes in, I'm going to want it. You could reserve them.
Absolutely.
You remember that?
Yeah. This is a lot of movie, folks. This is
it's long.
Like 2.5 hours or something like that. And it's the only other movie, I think, besides Sinners and One Battle After Another, that has a shot at winning Best Picture this year. It's really those three, even though it's probably going to be One Battle After Another.
Well, look, the book was written by a woman. I have not read that book. The film was directed by a woman.
Yes, Chloe Zhao.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's her name. Yeah. She was the director of Nomadland. She won the best picture.
She does a great job with just daily moments, with life, with just experiential footage.
Yeah.
You know, she does great with that.
Beautifully shot.
It looks really accurate.
It's lyrical. It's yeah, absolutely.
You didn't seem to like it very much.
I mean, to me, it was like very melodramatic, it felt manufactured.
Okay.
Like the story, the direction.
You have to go into it accepting that this movie is about kids. If you think you're going into a movie and you're going to learn about
William
Shakespeare and his
right.
life,
Yeah.
you're not.
No.
I don't like the adults at all. Mm-hmm. I think they're assholes.
There's this thing in a lot of the movies this year, which I'm going to call pain porn.
Yeah.
It's all about misery and how life just destroys you. And the movies are all about people just like, writhing in the ground in agony.
Art imitating life, okay? I think you are responsible to look at when these films started the development process, what was going on in development there. Okay. Because you look at, in the 80s, we had a huge swath of Vietnam movies.
So you're talking about like this could have all started during COVID? Like the development for Hamnet, or
it's like,
a little bit after that?
Yeah, what's going on in the world that this is what people are connecting to? And you're seeing it years later, okay?
Yeah.
So like in the 80s, like I was thinking about that horror movie House.
Right.
Remember that? And that's Jacob's Ladder. These are like tons of Vietnam trauma movies trying to work through the trauma of the 70s. Right.
Well, yeah.
And we're experiencing that in the 80s.
Yeah, we didn't even have a Vietnam movie until like Apocalypse Now. But then we had like Apocalypse Now, we had Hamburger Hill, we had Platoon, we had, There's
so many.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Then there were the like Let's Get Harry movies. And then there was like the missing in action movies with Chuck Norris. And it's all basically working through the ideas of
this trauma.
Our trauma. And like, maybe we can get the soldiers back, or maybe we can get back at society, or exactly.
Yeah. Like as a people, we need to process something, and art's a lovely way to process trauma. And I feel like,
yeah, the message of this movie was like, art therapy is good. It was kind of like Hamlet was his way of working through the personal trauma. I'm not going to tell you what the personal trauma is in the movie.
I think everybody
you could
knows
probably
at this point.
Figure it out at this point. Yeah.
Their performances were great.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with really any of the filmmaking. I have a problem.
Paul Mescal was incredible.
With the characters.
The little kid who played Hamlet.
No, give that kid an award.
Nothing in the movie felt like it happened. It all felt like it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a weirdo witchy woman. Oh, here's the hole. All of this.
I think it's a movie about a deeply flawed marriage. He kind of brushes her off. He doesn't want her reading his work.
Right. He's like this,
Okay, so you're this wife, and he's like, hey, I know you want to live in the country. I know you're never going to want to move to London, so I can work.
It's too polluted in London, and our daughter.
I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
He accepts that. You can't even be bothered to attend his fucking premieres. Hamlet is the first play of his that you actually go and see.
The only way,
and you act like you're fucking Looney Tunes when you get there, as if you don't even understand the concept of a play.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Where she almost is going to get drug out because she's so crazy.
It's like
the only way. Okay, the only way for pain porn to work is that people have to not be willing to do the things to make them happy. Like in Train Dreams, okay? That's pain porn. He goes off, he's a lumberjack, and his wife is like, oh, I miss you so much. Oh, I'm so miserable without you. And then eventually she dies, and then he's like miserable for the rest of his life. You can't you can't be a person who figures shit out in pain porn.
I don't know. Can you get connected to the pain that you're causing right now so you don't have to live with all of that regret later?
Or can you make a decision that we're not in an ideal situation, but I am not going to resent you because we are not in an ideal situation?
I just think he was not a great partner. She was not
terrible.
a great partner. They were
terrible for each other. He's
Like-
living a shitty little life in London, and she's got the best house in Stratford.
Yeah.
And she doesn't appreciate it.
She doesn't give a shit.
She's a fucking real housewife is what she is.
And-
Real Housewives of Stratford. That's what that movie was.
And she's like, we're fine. We're fine here alone. You don't have to be coming home. And I'm like, he's paying the bills. Like, what are you going to do? Sell cinnamon sticks for a living?
Well, yeah, that was her answer to everything. When the bubonic plague hits, it's just like
Cinnamon and
we need
thyme.
some thyme.
And
How about
rhubarb.
some rhubarb?
One time you have been banned from using thyme in food. After this, I won't allow it in my home because you managed to dump a shit ton of thyme into something once.
There was
and it was like
a bit too much time.
disgusting.
Yes.
It was like ugh. But it didn't cure anything.
No, it didn't do shit.
It didn't do anything. It's not going to cure the plague.
I mentioned Train Dreams, right? If I had legs, I could kick you. And this movie have this element of horror that gets incorporated. They're like ghost stories.
That's why I'm saying, like, I do think this is like a post-COVID era of films we're seeing right this moment.
We feel horror, so...
Well, we all lived through that.
Right.
I mean, there were refrigeration trucks in New York City with dead bodies in them.
That's true.
Like, it was horrible, and I feel like post 9/11 you have things like that. I'm sure, like if you look at some of the art that comes out of after we drop bombs on Hiroshima.
These are
look at some of the art.
These are post Nagasaki filmmaking.
Yeah, I mean, you have to take
which was when it was when Godzilla was created.
Right. You have to take into consideration the trauma that some of this art's coming from. And I mean, certainly in our own scripts, you're always working through the trauma of your brother dying.
Yes.
Always.
Yes. That's true.
I mean, there are certain themes in our movies. As somebody pointed out recently, how come all of your movies have like kids who get fucked over in them? Trauma.
It's called life, man. I got embarrassed this week.
Oh my God. You got leveled.
Oh, so humiliated. So humiliated. I do some work for a friend in China.
Yeah.
He comes to the United States and he's basically I'm his boots on the ground and I do booking for him of celebrities and, hair and makeup and that type of thing. And he wanted to expand out and start talking to colleges and people who are involved in meditation and mindfulness and that space.
Yeah, in the neuroscience area of health and wellness.
Right.
And actually you get to the person who runs this.
I call the person who runs the whole thing. It is the largest meditation study in the history of mankind. So I basically pitch him, hey, this influencer would love to talk to you about, what you're doing with the project and about meditation. And
he's like, who are you? Where are you from? Who is this? He's like grilling you.
Yeah, but he talks like this. You understand that what you're doing is wasting everybody's time. If I had my way, you wouldn't have a job. That's what he said to me. That's what he said.
And he was basically like, you don't want to ask me questions because you can't handle the truth.
You are wasting your life.
I couldn't even hear what he was saying. And I knew you were getting laid to waste.
He was like, listen to my podcast and maybe you won't end up killing yourself. I am in the wrong room. I do not want to be here.
Yeah.
Please let me leave.
You opened the door and saw something that
was
like,
God, I felt like Tom Cruise in Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
It was like I've been caught and now I'm going to be killed. Okay. You are what's wrong with the universe.
Yeah. I think you said he did say that to you.
I'm just trying to make my bag, bitch. Okay.
Trying to get a bag.
Just trying to get my bag, okay? Fuck you. So we watched Wicked 2.
Yep.
Which
a little.
Wicked for Good is the name of it. And I had heard basically this is not going to be as good as the original Wicked.
I don't know. Musicals. Me and musical. It's just fucking tedious. It's so grating on the curve, dude. If it was an album and it had like one banger on it,
yeah,
you'd say, "Wow, I really wasted money."
Well, the first half of Wicked though has like 4 bangers on it, man. You've got Gravity, and you got Popular, and you've got that song about them hating each other, and you've got all of those. They're good songs, man.
Okay, well, I mean, you have to be into musicals to actually want.
I am.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to put on Popular.
I like musicals.
Do you just drive around town and listen to Popular?
No, I do not.
Hedwig, actually,
Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Yeah, I did have that soundtrack.
Great experience.
That's a great fucking soundtrack.
Good. That is incredible.
And it's not like musical like that. It's like songs.
No, the actual songs are amazing. Yeah, in that. Well, Wicked for Good has, I think, one maybe good song in the entire. So it's the second act of Wicked. I would say that the idea is really interesting.
I'm just gonna say I'm really fucking cold right now because there's so much of my neck exposed.
It's fine.
I'm freezing over here.
We'll get you a scarf or something, okay? The idea, the sort of the political allegory, the religious allegory about immigration, it's about big things. It's about big ideas.
And it's depressing.
It is so dark. It's like about mutation and murder and
immigration,
and lying, and just people are awful to each other, and death and dismemberment. It's a messed up second act.
And who is that actress? The one that
Michelle Yeoh. Yeah,
she sucks in this.
She really well. You notice that she sucks in the first half. In just Wicked,
but she's minimal.
But she's in this so much more.
And it's not good.
The best song in the whole thing is the one that Jeff Goldblum does. Jeff Goldblum has like one big moment in this the second act, and he's so great. It was gorgeous. It had amazing set pieces and shots and all of that, but it was just a kind of a waste of time.
The Taylor Tomlinson special.
I was really surprised by that because you don't normally like comedy specials.
It would be like if you really wanted to torture me, like peel off my fingernails, you would put that on. I don't like obvious shit.
Yeah, don't talk to me about airline food.
Well, that was the good thing. Oh, good.
Like the Nate Bargatze type thing, No.
That was the thing about Taylor's special. She was really poking fun at like a lot of religious stuff from her life, and it was saying something.
It was called Taylor Tomlinson Prodigal Daughter. Mm-hmm. So for those of you who are familiar with the prodigal son story, which she covered.
And I don't usually find her like she had a show.
Yes.
After Colbert. And I didn't really find that terribly funny.
I really enjoyed that show.
In order to find the humor in something, you have to really look at it. Mm-hmm. You have to really look at it with your eyes open so that you see the truth of it.
Right.
And when you find the truth of it, it's like not as serious and you actually see the humor in it.
When you really look at something, you're going to find both sides. You're going to find the hypocrisy of it, the foolishness of it, the ridiculousness of it, the way that it's manipulated and used. And eventually, though, you usually also find the value. I get why people are into this. Maybe I don't necessarily believe everything I believed when I was 8 years old, but I see the value. And I think that that's where Taylor is right now. You have a spirit and you need to fill that spirit with something. And people who don't fill their spirit with something, it gets filled up with something very, very, very bad, which is what I feel like is happening, in our government, is that these are people who are so empty that they've been filled with darkness. They've been filled with hate. They've been filled with cruelty.
I wonder if people know that. You're a person
That you're filled with darkness?
Yeah, because like you're also hanging out with all the same kinds of people. So I don't know. And also like let your light so shine. Like you're a person who you just really, you're totally okay with just being happy. And I'm not saying content. I'm saying you really want to be happy. You really want things to work and to work together and everything to everybody involved to be able to be happy.
Wait, you're talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I thought you were just talking about a person but you're referring to me specifically.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You do.
Yes.
You actually.
There's nothing more important than happiness.
Some of the most angry times that I've seen you in are when people are refusing to be happy. You know, who
They're
are
making themselves unhappy on purpose.
It seems like a lot of people are at their core unhappy, don't understand how to access happy, wouldn't recognize it if they were happy, and just kick and scream like stupid little babies against what's possible.
I think, okay, if you want to get into it, I think that
I don't.
the first thing you have to do is you have to prioritize happiness. That has to be a priority. If you are existing in a space, you know, that's saying, you know, the hell you know is better than the hell you don't know. That's not true, because that's hell. And the hell you don't know is not necessarily hell. You're just projecting
right,
that is hell.
You're saying, yeah, you're hopeless.
You're saying the unknown is hell. Okay, but that's the problem.
Well, I don't even believe that the hell that you may be experiencing currently is going to be anything like a different hell. Because it's situational. Right.
And there are ways to turn hell into a more manageable situation too.
There's a hell that you can definitely be in. Like, for instance, I heard you talking to someone recently who's raising money, and there is a hell to raising money. It's not fun. But if you consider hell really like anything bad,
hell is hopeless.
Okay, yeah, but hell is just, is it really just something's happening that you don't want to happen?
Right.
Is that what it is?
Right.
It's just,
are you just living in your privilege and expecting things to happen and work out?
I need a giant chunk of money and somebody won't give it to me.
Yeah.
Wah.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
But also you have to acknowledge that hell is like fighting against and refusing to become who you should be in order for that thing to have occurred. Right? Like, okay. I remember raising money on Sky Valley, and I kept like reminding myself, like, this difficulty I'm experiencing is teaching me to be the person who can be responsible for that money, for that project.
Fascinating. Okay. So you're saying that you are training for the person who will be able to do that. To control.
Yeah, if it's not
money.
If it's not happening right now,
right.
It didn't just happen. I didn't just magically get money. It's because you're not that person yet. You have to become that person, and you do that through accepting, like, the no. Yes. Why? If you can get a why no, people usually tell you, like, I don't think you have a good distribution plan. The script isn't strong enough.
Right.
I don't think this person can lead the whole film. Like, whatever. They will tell you, and this is all training you to say, who can I be?
Right.
Because, like, you know, biblically, God blesses people, not ideas, is the vibe.
Right.
Right. So your idea could be anything.
Right.
But if it's not who you're being.
I have learned as a director that you have to have an answer to a question. You can't obfuscate. You can't dance around it. You can't get mad because somebody is asking the question.
Well,
Dodge
you
it.
don't have to lie either.
No.
You can just say, I don't know yet.
Yeah, you can say, I don't know yet. You know what? I need to discover the answer to that question.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you have an answer to that question. That's what this is all about, is answering these questions and figuring things out.
Well, look, whenever we first started raising money for Sky Valley, that version of me, and I'll go ahead and say you too, that version of us could not.
Have made Sky Valley.
Not with what was coming.
No, not with what was coming.
We would have been crushed.
Right. Exactly.
We were not the people that we needed to be.
Right. And as the process went along, there were off-ramps to do the movie. There were opportunities to get off and, okay, we can do the movie at this amount of money, or we could do the movie here, or we could do the movie without this, or we could do the movie without that.
And you can, and that's the level of growth that you would stop at, right? And we kept just not taking the off ramp.
Right. We kept going.
And it was more difficult. And I mean, like, you can't just like, oh, today I'm going to decide to climb Mount Everest and go climb Mount Everest.
No.
You will fucking die. And you are not the person you need to be in order to do that.
Human beings are capable of doing the splits. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how.
I was like, what kind of splits?
How old you are. It doesn't matter how heavy you are.
But you better not just go down.
You can't just go down.
If you just go down
rip.
now,
You're going to rip them. You're going to rip your tendons.
You're going to hurt yourself.
You have to train your tendons.
Become flexible.
Stretch your tendons. Yes, exactly. You have to become flexible.
Yeah.
So that you can do the splits.
Yeah.
And that is the process.
Well, and honestly, whenever people ask me, like, how did you raise the money, or how do you raise blank amount of money, or whatever,
we became flexible.
No, I tell them, first of all, the money came from such obscure places I couldn't possibly tell you how to do it.
No.
I can tell you it's who you are. It's who you are going to become.
That's interesting.
That occurred. It's not about money. It's not about anything else other than you.
Well, who you are to me is a woman in a beautiful sweater.
That's itchy and cold.
And that makes you incredibly uncomfortable.
It's hard not to get romantic about movies. Follow, like, and be part of the conversation. Tune in next week for more Married to Movies with John and Tracy.